Maybe we should just kick her off and then we'll.
I'm really starting to
Well, you guys
question.
did just absolutely fucking shit on her yesterday.
By you guys, I mean Dylan and
Yeah, bro. Here's
Trevor.
the thing, though. That's called banter.
Yeah. If you can't handle the banter, go back to the kitchen.
Oh.
Oh, okay, hold up. I got some. This isn't really relevant to any of you guys, but it's for me. So,
Okay.
Trevor, Magic, I'm playing,
Yeah.
I play Modern. They just banned my, $100 card, so now it's going to drop to $50, and I can never play that deck again.
So you just
So-
got cut.
So I'm on Suicide Watch, boy.
Fucking wizards of Jew-
Coast.
Jews of the coast.
Oh
Come
my
on.
god.
I was like, I forced that one out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so with first order of business, do we want to hear Kevin's story?
All right, give me a second. I gotta warm up the story here. I gotta make sure
Alright.
I grab everything.
So wait, did we start already?
Yeah. What's the
Yes,
intro?
it's starting
Okay,
right
well,
now.
hello guys, welcome to the Bread and Rice podcast. Christine is not with us today. She wasn't able to make it, so it's just the boys again. What up?
Boys.
Yes.
podcast.
This is a quality episode. That's how you
I mean, they're
know.
all quality, okay?
This one's extra quality. We got
God.
Kevin's awkward hinge date. I had food
You almost
poisoning.
dying.
Yeah, I threw up a fuck ton.
Me being disappointed in decisions made by a company I play game for.
Yeah. Nick's drama.
And
My trauma. And Dylan's just constant trauma.
Dylan's fucking broken home life.
Have any of you watched The Witcher? The
Yeah.
Netflix?
I was halfway through the last episode.
I think I've got like 2 episodes left.
Yeah, well, I started playing The Witcher 3 because it was up here. Like yesterday, I started playing it because I had no internet. So I'm like, shit, I need to do something.
Yes.
So I started playing it, and my God, was it terrible because it couldn't patch or anything because I didn't have any
Oh.
Wi-Fi. So it was like the release game on disc I was playing.
Oof.
And then after I got Wi-Fi today, got the internet set up, it literally took like an hour and a half to update. And then when it did, everything I hated about it, the UI was miserable to deal with, just so much better now.
Damn.
I'm happy, bro.
I can't believe they made a video game about this TV show.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
That's wild, bro.
Why don't video game companies release the good product first?
Wait, huh? What?
They wouldn't have to patch it if it wasn't a dog shit game to begin
Yeah,
with.
but
I think
They
it was
can make
at the
money.
time it was probably pretty good, but I think they came out with a couple expansions. Plus, I think they just did quality of life stuff, fixing the UI because it was kind of miserable.
I'll show
That's why you
you.
guys shouldn't pre-order.
I don't.
Yeah, dude. Don't support those you-know-what game companies.
Jesus.
Certain religious
Just fucking say
ethnic
it.
group.
Just say it.
No.
Is that even a thing?
No,
Cool.
it's
That's a
not
thing,
a thing.
right?
It's definitely not a thing.
It's definitely not a thing. Trevor's just
What's not a
little
thing?
hicklery.
What do you mean? What? Don't make us ask you.
The
Don't make us tell you.
the evidence is literally right in front of your eyes, like it's under your nose.
When did you get red pilled?
He was always red pilled, dude.
No, he was. Oh,
Fucking.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah,
Okay, like my laptop shut off on me.
Fucking smooth.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay, we're back, boys.
Is it not plugged in or something?
No, it's plugged in. It was
you
just.
tried turning it off and turning it on again.
Did you try putting it in rice?
Time running administrator.
Fuck.
Jeez.
That is a very funny visual of someone having computer issues that are completely don't have to do anything with water. Tell them to put it in rice.
Just put that shit in rice. The retarded IT guy.
Damn.
Yeah.
So like any IT guy. Haha.
God damn it.
God, is that? So Trevor, you got food poisoning.
Yes, I did. You want me to share my story?
Yeah, what caused
For-
I
it?
want you to share your.
Give us a
I-
step by step of
Okay.
the events that occurred.
So I go to Qdoba, and I'm like, I
What'd you
get,
order?
I got a chicken burrito bowl or whatever, and she's like, "Do you want any cheese or lettuce on it?" Okay, what's with all the background noise now?
Sorry, that's my bad.
Jeez. And so, anyways, I'm like, yeah, I'll just have lettuce only. And then she like pours like a fuck ton of cheese on it. I was like, I don't want cheese. And so she's like, okay, I'll remake it. So then she made me another and she gave me both. I was like, lit, good deal. And then I ate the one with lettuce on it. And like my stomach immediately hurt. And this was at like 5 p.m. And then just like my stomach did not fucking stop hurting. And then I woke up at 1 a.m. sweating. I like passed out on the ground and threw up all over my book bag.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's
I
not good looks, boys.
literally just threw my book bag away and it just kept coming and coming. I just kept throwing up. And then I went back to bed. And then I woke up again at like 4, sweating, throwing up a bunch.
Fucking Snapchatted me a like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure cross with Adventure Time.
Yeah, I was like just looking at anime memes, trying to make myself feel better.
And then you're like, dude, what the fuck? Why are you still up?
Yeah. Yeah, damn, okay, I guess your life is messed up, bro.
Life's looking up, bro.
Good. But yeah, I don't know. I was just and like
You feel better today though?
kinda I think I got most of it out of my system. Like I have diarrhea still.
Did
Was
you
it
eat
one of
the other?
those?
No, I
Sitting on
threw
the
that
toilet?
shit away, dude.
Yeah. Was it one of those sitting on the toilet with the trash can in front of you, both ends fucking spewing?
Pretty much. I was just
Okay,
throwing up.
everyone's had that experience, right? The both ends spewing.
Oh, definitely.
I have not.
Kevin, what the fuck?
I've never had food poisoning out of both ends.
I know, this is
I've
the
tried
first
something.
time I've been super sick. I know, Dylan, you've been on that.
That's Dylan. That's your life.
Dylan, you went to this water park and they gave you fucking raw chicken.
Did you eat it?
Yeah,
No, I went
that's
to
right.
a
Splash Mountain, wasn't it? Splash Village?
no, yeah, and then they luckily like I opened up. It was like chicken tenders, and I opened them up so they'd like cool off. And it's straight up just chicken inside.
Just
Oh,
how you
you
like it.
you got that medium rare.
Medium
Yeah.
rare.
I was like, oh, fuck, dude, I can't eat that.
You should have just did it just to spite them and then sue them.
No, I'm
You being like
good.
what, a 13-year-old kid?
Yeah, I'll just be dead.
Just be like, yeah, I died. Our friend Dylan died of salmonella.
Dude, that'd be such a bitch way to go out.
Uh,
Dude, that almost
opposed to what? Like
Fucking
old age?
pussies dying
Bro.
of salmonella.
No, the headline would be fucking a kid who dies at water park after eating the chicken tenders that were like undercooked. And then everybody just be like, why'd you order fucking chicken tenders from a water park? Like, you know?
What else are you supposed to do?
I don't know. They weren't even salty.
Wow.
Wow.
Did you get a replacement of them though?
I don't think so. I think I was like, I don't want to order any more food. Whoever's back there just.
You know,
Cooking it up.
Dylan, they are people too. They make mistakes. Okay, first off, do you see this? See online, Trevor, right now? It says Christine is playing Minecraft.
what?
Oh, get fucked.
That
No way.
bitch.
But do you like, or is this just mine?
No, I saw mine too.
See? She probably just has it open.
So we'll
I just messaged her on Discord. We'll see. It's not like we need her though or anything. Because she's
Wow.
female.
Trevor, do you have some kind of like deep down like thing where some woman hurt you in the past that you just can never forgive them for?
No.
You
No,
sure?
it's like his.
I think I'm just misogynist, bro.
It's like he's.
Added to the list.
It's like he said on like 2 podcasts ago when he was just like, yeah. So my mom, like, she wasn't around. Whatever. You know.
Yeah.
She was working like freaking 24 hours straight.
Yeah, you
And
know.
when she was home, what were you doing? Playing video games,
Video games.
video beams.
Video game.
Yep. So Kevin, do you have your story ready yet, or are you still
All
trying
right.
to?
All right, so I think I got it. I got a little list written down here just to make sure that I didn't forget anything. All right, so there's this girl I met on Hinge. Let's call her Julie, because bitch wouldn't shut up about jewels.
Oh damn.
Like
Wait.
killing jewels or like
Or like Uncut Gems, the movie.
Damn.
Sorry.
Like
Wait,
jewel pods.
can you?
like
Oh,
jewel pot? Oh god.
wait.
That's the
Can
worst
we?
jewel.
Can we like can we pause the story for like 5 minutes? I have to get my laundry real quick.
Oh my
Go
god.
for it.
Okay.
Stall
so
stall the
we'll
pod,
continue.
bro.
No, you can just keep it running. We can just continue. Yo, Christine's here.
Oh, Christine's actually here now.
Mm,
She's getting on.
oh.
She's deciding to grace us with her presence.
It's all good. Take your time. Trevor stepped out. I think he paused the pod. You only missed his story on his food poisoning, and then Kevin's gonna grace our ears with his Hinge date story once everyone's back. I guess in the meantime, how do you guys feel about them football playoffs? You know,
Oh yeah.
I'm actually the background noise that y'all heard was me putting on the championship game.
noise.
So, and I think Clemson just got a safety here.
Ooh, they wrecking it, boy.
Oh no,
Nope, they suck.
it was just I think it was a big third down stop. So now they got to punt it from in their goal.
Nice. Yeah, I don't have fucking TV or cable. I went and got my internet today. I walked in like, yeah, I need to return this old modem. My roommates left it up here and they asked us to do it. It's like, okay, well, what are you doing for Wi-Fi now? I'm like, yeah, I didn't really decide yet. She's like, well, I can hook you up now. I'm like, no, you're trying to sell me it now. Cool. It's gonna be what, like $60 and then like $50 a month. Being an adult.
I don't
is
have
rough.
cable either.
Are you just Kevin? Or are you streaming illegally?
I'm not saying this is what I did because I do have Disney Plus, so I probably have the ESPN bundle that I'm more than likely watching it off of. But
Mm,
one
Yep.
option would be Reddit streams. Go to the top
classic.
thread,
Yeah, classic.
pull it up there.
Classic. Yep. What are they gonna do? Find us in the small? I don't know. Do you think YouTube listens to keywords like NFL and things like that and try to flag you for things like that?
oh, probably, definitely.
I think not if you say it. I'm just like scan to see if like you use any videos from their broadcast.
Okay, it makes sense. You ever see those like late YouTube videos that put on where it's like, oh, full movie, but then they have it like 2/3 the size
yeah.
of the screen with a bunch of shit moving around, and sometimes the screen moves itself.
Mhm.
Yep.
Then they, what?
Bad.
Hello?
And then the audio's a little fucked up too to try and grab that.
Yep. They like you speed it up twice, and they say in the comments, "Oh, just make it 2 times slower." Feels bad. Yeah, we heard you for a second, but then like I couldn't hear you anymore.
Hello?
There you go.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. I see you play Minecraft again.
Bro, I got a cat.
Yes.
And it
Which-
has one blue eye and one yellow eye, and it's yellow and orange and I love it.
That is
Love it.
perfect. You better not kill it.
No.
Was that the date, Kev?
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
She's pretty nice.
Everyone, wow.
Wow.
What do you mean, dude? Kevin can fucking rake it in. Does it make
So
sense?
that's gonna be relevant here in a second for part of the story.
Ooh.
I believe it.
She does not look like that in real life.
It's like, no. That was not her. I got catfished.
Sorry, guys, that was so unprofessional.
Yeah, it was. So Christine's here now.
Oh, hi,
Hi.
Christine. Is this your date, Kevin?
It is.
Okay, okay. So,
So
this is
start it off,
Julie.
so I'm gonna call her Julie because she would not shut up about Jewel pods.
No.
All right. So we've been messaging for like maybe like a day or two. It was on last Wednesday in the morning. I was just sitting at work. She messaged me. She's like, "Oh, so what are you doing like later tonight?" And we'd only been messaging a day or two, so I wasn't thinking she was gonna try and actually make plans or anything. I was like, "Oh, nothing really, just grocery shopping, errands, that kind of stuff." She's like, "Oh, do you want to hang out?" I was like, "Sure, why not?" She's like, "Oh, we can go get dinner." I was like, "I'm in Ipsy. If you want to come here." I was like, "Fuck, it's like kind of far, but whatever. We'll shoot for it. I don't have too much to do." I was like, "Sure, might as well. What do you want to do?" "Oh, we can do dinner. Do you like sushi?" "Yeah, sushi's good. We can do that." Whatever.
Okay.
Start. She gives me her number. She's like, "Can you send me a selfie?" I was like, "All right." Send her a selfie. I was like, "All right, just making sure she's not getting catfished." Fair enough.
This is like Kevin's straight gonna get murdered in Ypsilanti. Bro.
Like 2 hours go by and I don't get a response. I was like, "Fuck, am I getting catfished right now? Am I getting
Damn.
fucking? Am I about to get murdered or something?" She comes back. "Oh, thanks, whatever." I was like, "Oh, can I get a selfie?" Like, she's like, "Oh, sure." Sent one over. It's like, all right, not as cute as her profile, but like, she wasn't wearing any makeup. She was at work. I was like, fair enough. Dealing with like preschoolers or something.
Oh
So
damn.
she's like,
Okay,
"Oh,
Kev.
so or I could come up to you if you pay for my gas."
Ooh.
I was like, "What the?"
It's like, I'm already here, girl.
Well, that was at like noon before I left or
Yeah.
anything, and I was just like, "All right, that's super fucking weird, but maybe it's just a joke or something. I don't know." I already said I'd go, so might as well go. It's like, fuck it, I'll go down there. All right, so I'm on my way down there. We said we'd meet at like 6:30. She calls me at like 6:20 as I'm on my way. She's like, "Hey, are you almost there?" I was like, "About 10 minutes away." It's like, "Oh, okay. I'm like 5 minutes away. I'll see you then." It's like, "All right."
All right.
3 minutes to 6:30. She calls me again. "Hey, I'm already here. You here yet?" I was like, "Nope. I'm like 3 minutes away." She's like, "Oh, okay. Should I get a seat?" Yeah. Yeah, you can just grab a seat. That'll work. "Oh, okay, I'll see you inside then." "Yep, see you then." Fuck me. All right. Gonna walk in. See you're sitting there. It's like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" She's like, "Oh, hey." First thing she says to me, "Yeah, I was supposed to have a date yesterday, but the guy saw my pic and said I didn't look anything like my profile. So I had to cancel the date."
What?
Ooh.
And I was like, all right, first off, super weird thing to lead with.
Yes.
Second off, fair. Because like
Damn.
she didn't.
Do you have the other one that she sent you?
I do.
Oh, okay. You have. We need to see comparison.
Yep, I got you.
Oh shit.
That's
So-
hilarious.
So we're going through dinner, right? And just kind of talking, kind of like awkward first date talk, all superficial. She went to MSU, so we were talking a little bit, kind of stuff like that. But she just started going on like, "Yeah, I'm between jobs right now. I'm kind of working as like a sub." Fuck, I forgot how gross this selfie was. I'm sorry, that was super rude, but and so she's just kind of like, "Oh, I'm between jobs. I'm kind of working as a sub right now. You know, like I graduated a year ago. My parents kicked me out, but it's whatever. You know, I'm living with two other guys in an apartment in Ipsy." I was like, "All right, whatever." Starts talking about, "Yeah, I don't get paid until like the end of month, but my rent's due before that, so I'm kind of worried about that." Why? Do you want me to pay your rent or something? What the fuck's going
She
on?
was looking for money, Kev. She wanted a sugar daddy.
And let's see, where am I? So then she goes, she casually goes, oh, you'll know when you, you'll know when you see my place. Wait, no, like, do you want to come back to my place afterward? We do something? I was like, sure, why not?
Did you
Already
get mugged?
fucking driven a half hour. Might as well.
Oh damn, that
So,
is rough.
so just sent the pic in. All right. So we keep talking or whatever. She's like, oh, I was super like high and drunk at my graduation. Wait, do you smoke? And I was like, I mean, sometimes. She's like, oh, I got this vape. Like a weed. She's like, no, I got like a Juul, and I'm just like, I'm super bad about it. You know, I smoked the Juul way too much. You know, I was like, oh, all right, cool. She kind of was a natural catfish. That profile was some.
I see
heavy
why she
makeup
didn't.
bullshit.
The first picture, closed mouth smile. Just...
What's it? No, so even in her profile, she like had a bunch of pics that were like showed a bunch of different angles, full body shots, like nothing. It wasn't like she was super zoomed in or like super far away that didn't show any like what she actually looked like. So I thought it was safe. Boy, was I wrong. So anyway, she keeps talking about Juul. She's like, yeah, it's super bad. You know, I'm kind of running out of Juul pods. It's like,
Jesus.
it's not great. Like, you know, I would put out for some Juul pods right
Oh
now.
Oh
my
my gosh.
Holy shit! Did you just
So
leave?
all of a sudden, the B-rate golf tournament that was on the TV above her head suddenly got more interesting than the actual conversation. But I had no fucking idea how to respond to that.
Ooh.
The answer is like, hey, actually, I kind of gotta get going.
So then I went to the bathroom shortly after that.
And
I
out the window.
I was gonna snap you guys or something, being like, "What the fuck is going on?" Thought about looking for a back exit, something. I was like, "No, you're better. You can put up with it for a fucking night. If nothing else, it'll be a good story." I'm glad I stuck around because it only got worse from there.
Oh.
Oh no.
So I go back, and I was like, I already knew at this point I was paying for the whole thing. She did nothing the whole time but talk about how broke she was. She's like, "Do you want dessert? I kind of want dessert. Do you really want dessert?" And I was like, "Fuck it, fine." We got dessert. It was like, okay.
Where'd you guys go?
Some sushi place in Ipsy. I don't remember what it was called.
Okay.
Actually, I can look it up real quick.
No, let's not dox them for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's fair enough.
Was it good though?
Was it? Yeah, was the food good?
It was pretty good, but it definitely wasn't like the best
Worth
sushi I've
it?
ever had.
Yeah.
And like if you have awkward company, bro, you can't enjoy the food. It doesn't matter how
That's
good it
fact.
is.
And yeah, it was bad. So I get back, sit more just basic ass awkward conversation. I follow her back to her place. She lets me in. We walk in, and so her place is pretty fucking messy, right?
Yeah.
She lives with two other guys. So I sit down on her couch. She's like, oh, because we talked earlier about TV shows we were watching. Like, oh, we could watch the show You, because that seems like a perfect first date show to watch, right?
Bro, what the fuck?
So I sit down on the couch. She's like standing up, looking around. She's like, have you seen my sweatpants anywhere? Of course I was sitting on them, because why would her place be that clean? So I toss her sweatpants, and she drops trow in the middle of the living room right in front of me,
Ooh.
just in her underwear, to change into her sweatpants.
Dude, she's like, yo, I'm trying to get money out of this.
She's really about to put out for some Juul pods, bro.
And so I know what you're thinking. dude, you could have smashed like super hard, even if it would have been bad.
No, not worth it.
No, we're not thinking that at all, bro.
I'm thinking you must have went home and showered and burned those clothes, right?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
first off, one, absolutely did not want to. Two, she lived in the living room with 2 other roommates.
No.
So it was a 2-bedroom place with 3 people in it, and she lived in the living room with her roommates still there.
Whoa.
So even if she actually was gonna put out for jewel pods, we would have had to have sex on the couch with her roommate still there that walked into the room a good 3 or 4 times
Watching what?
watching you.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Sounds
So I
like
would have
every
felt like I was
man's
about to get a
dream.
letter opener to the fucking neck at any given point in time.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't get mugged, dude. The way this is sounding, it sounds
Yeah.
pretty sketch.
Yeah.
So then she was going through, and she was like, "Oh, have you ever had Korean food?"
Is
She's
she
Korean.
Oh.
And
Is she Korean?
yeah,
Looks it.
She doesn't look Korean to me. She looks Vietnamese.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna
And
say, I was
She
gonna
looks
say
more
Vietnamese,
brown.
she said her
Bro, she lied
parents
to
were
you.
from South Korea. Fucking
fucking lied
could
to you.
have.
I hope they're from South Korea. Are they from North Korea, dude? How'd you get out?
She lied to you, or is that she's fucking adopted? She looks so fucking Vietnamese.
She's not. Yeah.
Fucking very well could have been. All right. And so we get through. She's like, "Oh, have you ever had Korean food?" I was like, "I don't think I've ever had actually been to a Korean place and had good Korean food or anything
She's
like
like,
that."
have you ever had Korean food? I've never had food in my life. I will suck your dick right now.
I
And then she goes
love
like,
jewels.
Cause she goes,
Was she gonna make you
Oh.
pay for the Korean food that she was about to make?
no, cause she was
No,
like, "Oh, we
no,
can do that
Dylan,
next
that was
time."
That was
Yeah,
a,
yeah, there ain't gonna be a next time.
She was like,
It was
"We
a
can do
build that's
Korean
like
food next time." I was
me.
like,
Out.
So, so yeah. Anyway, we get back. We're just sitting there watching, and this girl hit a jewel like I've never seen in my fucking life. I bet she had 3 off-brand pods sitting in front of her.
No.
She would take it, and I'm not joking that it was basically like this was the entire rest of the room was not oxygen, and she needed the jewel to actually breathe to survive. Because this girl would straight up take a hit, exhale, breathe in 1 inhale of actual air, exhale, then take a hit of the jewel, and do that like 15 times straight.
What the
That jewel
fuck?
pod would be cached because it was the very end of it, right? So she'd take it out, switch it for the other one, and then keep going. I've never seen anybody hit a fucking jewel pod like this.
I think she's addicted to nicotine, dude.
So
She was going to
finally-
put out for it, dude.
Finally, we got done watching the fucking episode of the show. It's like, oh man, I gotta head out. Oh yeah. She's like, oh okay. She kind of like walks me
I'm
over
head
the
out.
door. She like, she goes in for a hug. I hug her, step back. She's like looking into my eyes, kind of leaning in a little bit, and I just turn my back, reach for the door handle, turn it, pull, it's locked. She goes, oh, it's locked. Reaches over, unlocks it. Don't even look at her. Just open the door, walk out, and I'm just cringing so hard.
Oh.
the
Did
entire
you
way
message her back or did you just ghost her?
that I can't believe. I said, she was like, text me when you get back, so you know it made it back safe. And I literally just said,
No.
hold on. Let me just read the
Like,
message-
hey, it was
messages.
great, but this isn't gonna work out.
Dude, this is worse than I thought it'd be, Kevin.
I'm still waiting to send the hey, you're great, but no. Which it's already almost been a week, so maybe I'll just ghost her and keep that going. But anyway, right when I got back, I just said made it back. And I quote, the last 2 messages are great, exclamation point. I just took my sleeping pills.
Bro.
Hmm. Yo,
People like
dude.
this exist?
She's a fixer-upper, boy. You know, I know some girls look for that in a guy, so can't a guy look for that in a girl? Yeah, that doesn't come out. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Sounds
I'm
pretty
speechless
cringy.
Right now. I have no idea what to say.
That seemed like there was a lot of cringe that night. I'm glad you made it out safe.
I told you I got some content for that.
Yes,
for that awkward
rough.
hinge date.
Damn, dude.
Cause yeah, that was a grand old time.
I
I can tell.
I have never seen someone go from like Asian baby girl straight to I am a third world country refugee. So like between two pictures, I can't believe they're the same person.
So the thing is, the hat is framing the face. Okay,
Yeah, the hat's doing a lot.
she
the
definitely has
clothes
makeup
now.
on. Looks like she put on like did her eyebrows. You know what I mean? Make them look a little better.
Like
But I mean, even like, hold up. So like, you guys can keep talking. Actually, it's gonna take me a second. But I'm just
Honestly-
grabbing another.
oh, you have another
pic
photo?
for-
Because like these
Yeah.
two photos, it's almost like one of those like, can you spot the difference? Like this photo she has eyelashes, this photo she doesn't. It's nuts.
God damn.
Damn, dude.
What? See, that doesn't even look like.
That's what I'm saying. I
Dude,
thought I
it's
was.
the hair frame. If you get your hair going
No,
through your
she
face
looks like
perfectly-
way skinnier too. Like,
I think that's a big part of it. I think she was definitely thinner when she took all her profile pics.
Well, she just had makeup on too.
I don't know. Like
Mhm.
her skin looks bad in the second one.
I mean, she's ripping jewel pods. Like she's like chain smoking jewel pods. I don't know how you do that, but that's what it sounds like.
Well, and she said something about with the sleeping pills. She mentioned it earlier on in the first date. That she was taking them because some other medication she was taking kept her up at night.
Wasn't the nicotine?
So I'm assuming it was some kind of fucking anti-anxiety, antidepressant, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it sounds like some life isn't treating her well. So her parents like kicked her out.
She said because she moved. She said she graduated from MSU, like moved back home and started like kind of working from there, and then
Is
just
that a Michigan hoodie
casually.
she's wearing in the first picture?
It is. The
What the
photo
fuck?
caption was fake fan,
Oh, okay.
but and then she just glanced over the fact that like her parents kicked her out, and I was not taking that bait because at that point I was already kind of wanting the whole thing to be over.
Damn.
Hey, but
Man.
what episode of You did you watch?
The first two.
Oh yeah.
It was
Season
two
or the first
episodes.
season?
You lasted through 2 episodes.
It was
Hey,
so
I
good.
can see her actual name. Doxing her.
Where in which picture?
The third
The second
one.
one?
Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Doxing her, even though we didn't even say her name.
that's rough, Kevin.
That's you know, there are a lot of people out there. Some of them just aren't going to be right for you, Kev. And you know,
I'm just super happy that I got the fact that I can say to somebody, has anybody ever said to you on a first date, I would put out for some jewel pods right
Oh my
that's fact.
gosh.
Because I can say that's happened to me.
Damn. Dude, like jewel pods out there trash. All they are like menthol and freaking tobacco flavored.
What did she major in at MS?
I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was, well, because I asked her if it was teaching, because she said it was doing preschool, but it ended up not being teaching. Like it was like psychiatrics, psychology, something like that.
Mm.
Interesting.
Fuck, we're bad.
I didn't know
Yeah,
you
we
were
are.
so addicted to Jewel pods.
It's nicotine. Like, why do some people just smoke cigarettes like their whole life?
But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah, Christine.
what like do people like put out for cigarettes? I guess.
Probably not. 'cause
Not
they're usually
classy
bad.
people.
Definitely not classy people.
I mean, that's like hooker level shit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, if you buy me a pack of Camels, I'll suck your dick.
I don't. Yeah, I'll let you stick it in the
Dude.
stoma.
Ann Arbor, someone had like a joint on the ground that was like half smoked. I picked it up. I finished it.
Okay.
Damn boy.
It's good for your immune system.
Good
Yeah.
for your immune system.
It's medicinal.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, they're actually doing a
Sir, that's a
Wilder
whiskey.
Fury 2.
What?
They're actually doing a Wilder Fury 2. I didn't think that was ever going to happen.
I don't know about
Boxing
it.
for all you folks.
No,
Thanks, Kev.
no.
But anyway, no, Trev, that's not like.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
joking.
Kev.
It's
It's not
definitely
the same.
different than like,
That's
yo,
so
dude,
good.
Having
Suck
sex.
your dick for jewel pods.
I'll let you fuck me in the ass for that half a joint.
I mean,
Wait,
even
hold on.
still, that's like.
How much is a jewel pod?
You can't just buy
For-
one. You buy like a pack of like 4
I
or
know,
3.
but I'm saying like,
Like
what
12
kind of
bucks.
money was about to be exchanged?
I say
like
12 to
past
20 bucks.
Not a lot of money. It really would have meant nothing to me to buy her jewel pods, but it was the principle of it that it wasn't
Yeah.
gonna happen. She kept
Yeah.
on dropping. She was like, oh, so like I'm really running out of jewel pod. Do you smoke? Do you want some jewel pods? Like we can go to the smoke shop and pick some up if you want. Like if you want to pick them up. I was like, nope, it's all right. I'm good. Don't need it.
Kev, I'm just so glad you had this experience so you can tell it on the pod.
Also, here's the thing with like us being our age, when someone's like, "You smoke," I immediately assume they mean like, "Yo, you want to get high?"
Oh,
Not
definitely.
actually like, "Hey, do you smoke?" It's like, "Nah, man." It's like, "Oh, you don't smoke cigarettes?" It's like, hold up.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Bro, I just can't believe you went back to her place.
Yeah, I agreed to it before a lot of the rest of the stuff transpired.
That's fair. That's fair.
I guess that's different then.
It was pretty early on. She's like, if you want, you can come and check out my place. I was like, sure, why not? This could still take an upturn, and then it definitely did not. It's like,
It's like,
fuck,
"Ah,
I should not
maybe
have.
we can both walk away from this altercation, a little happy."
I should not have signed that blank check. Wow.
It nosedived.
Lesson learned. You want to come back to my place? We'll see.
So, this is Hinge though, right?
Yeah.
So what's the update on all the other ones?
First off, Tinder's trash. I know that
Any
for a fact.
prospects?
There's one prospect on Tinder and one on Bumble,
Oh, okay.
but we'll see.
Yeah, okay.
I like it. I like it.
The bar is so low.
Well, when do you guys get your new apartment?
Solo.
Yeah, it can only go up from here, Kev.
Like it'd be like June.
Okay.
Wait, what's that, Nick?
I was wondering when they were getting their new apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Because then Kevin can just have people over, It's like, hey, you want to come over to my place after this?
Yeah, you can host.
Well, Kev, the moral of the story is you need to always have jewel pods on you.
For fuck's sake.
That's just like
So
how
bad.
many red flags are. Just like, yeah, I just took my sleeping pills. Yeah.
Here's the real question, Kevin. If she had actually looked like her pictures on her profile, would you have bought her jewel pods though?
Damn.
No.
What if she
Even if she was.
What if she was like a cooler person?
Yes, if she looked hotter and was an all-around better person, then yes, I would have considered having sex with her. Is that what the question?
No,
is?
I'm saying like jewel pods,
No, we're
not
about
the.
jewel pods.
Just buy your
so
jewel
if-
pods.
So if you're saying if she was
not saying
hotter
yeah.
and she was a generally better person,
No, one
But
of the
she's-
other.
I'm saying if like she carried the conversation better, like she was actually, because from the way you're making it sound, like she did not seem very fun to converse with.
no.
I mean, we were saying, like, if you were attracted to this person, would you want to have sex with them? That's like what you're framing the question as.
I'm just saying, would you buy her jewel? Like, what
No,
would it
the-
take for
I'm pretty
her
sure the
for you to buy her jewel
question
pods?
is, if I was attracted to her and everything, and then all of a sudden she dropped the, I would put out for some jewel pods right now. Would I do it? And the answer might not be no. I don't know. I'd have to
Hey,
feel
there
that
you
moment.
go. There you
Legalize
go, boy.
prostitution. Let's do it.
No, it's
Also, the fact that she said it like a fact. It wasn't like,
Did she ask?
or like
Did you
it was-
ask her if she's done it before?
or if like it was almost a joke, but she didn't like follow up with anything or like smile at the end of her joke or anything like that. She was just like, you know, I would put out for some jewel pods right now.
Yeah.
Not like in a flirty way, not like in a joking way, just like it was a fact.
Like she has a pounding headache right now. She's
Damn, dude, that is. Ooh,
I
that's rough.
like legit though, the fact that she was like, "Oh yeah, I had a date yesterday and they canceled that." Like I'd be like, "Why are you telling me about this shit?"
Yeah,
That's
that's-
fucking
That's really weird.
first thing she said to me in person.
That's like
There were so many red flags.
how to
too.
take a L like really quick.
That's damn, dude. That's one for this dude. 2020's hitting different, dude.
2020 is really hitting different. That's facts.
LSU just had a massive fucking play to tie up the game.
Yeah.
I know all our listeners really care about sports.
Wait, they just scored?
52-yard touchdown.
What? Damn. Fuck LSU.
Dude, okay, high key. 2 people have told me that I look like the quarterback. What do you think?
No.
Dylan, no,
No.
Yeah,
no.
no, I think so.
Because I remember, because you mentioned that when we were doing before we did the pod last time.
Yeah.
And we said
And I
no.
don't see it.
Okay, side profile, and also what if I lost 20 pounds? What do you think?
If you lost 20 pounds, yeah. And you had the
No,
same
if you-
haircut.
No, you'd have to keep like the same weight, but turn it into not fat.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, yikes.
It's straight up fact, boy.
I mean, the dude probably weighs more than you,
That's true.
Yeah, but
it's just
he's
actual muscle.
Yeah. Alright.
I don't know. Like him and Dylan, they both have that same kind of look.
I mean, just pan to him on the screen. I could maybe see it, but the hair's kind of similar.
Well, the people who told me said it was like from the side profile, and I was like, yeah, maybe like 5 years ago, but
Hey,
Did you look different 5 years ago? I
mean,
think I'm
my-
missing something here.
my
Dylan was
there's a
slimmer 5 years ago.
Yeah,
So what we're getting at?
before college.
He does not look good in that pic that Trev sent. though.
No, he does not. That's why I wasn't trying to flex on anybody. I've been told that I look like this guy.
Okay,
Yeah, but you know he's still.
Oh, sorry, I just saw the picture.
okay, this is him from the side, and I don't know if
No, I don't know.
This doesn't look like you.
No, his chin's too much better.
Too taut.
Let's take a side profile. Dylan, send us a side profile.
No.
Yeah, send us a send us a
I know
side.
for a fact you got the wrist sweatband somewhere, dude.
Dude, you're not right. All right, hold on.
Yeah, you probably got that outfit already, dude.
All right, here you go.
Fuck off.
Damn.
Bro,
Damn.
on some Dylan shit, you're gonna pull that picture up like 2 years later. Hey, Kevin, remember this?
That's
I will
bullshit.
never forget.
Yeah,
That was
I think-
honestly one of the most peaceful drive homes. I was just like, there's no traffic. It was like just late enough at night. I was like, this is nice.
It's like
I'm
I
relaxed
dodged the
now.
bullet.
This is the first time I've been relaxed in the past like 3 hours because I
Did
was
you check your
back the entire time.
Did you check your like back seat?
Fucking hopped in ready for a knife.
Dude, that
Oh
was
god.
what I would have fucking done. Ooh. Damn. I don't think anybody can top that.
The facts.